Hi guys, hope you're all okay. It's Chantel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a declutter for you. I want to get rid of a few fragrances that I'm not using up as much as I'd like to. The ones that have been sitting at the back of my fragrance wardrobe and they're not getting the love they deserve. I'm going to go through each one. I think I've got 12 I'm going to get rid of. And I'll tell you the reasons behind why I want to get rid of them and pass them on or sell them. So let's get straight into it. The first one might come as a bit of a surprise to you because I used to absolutely love this fragrance so much. It's Montale Oud Purple Rose. Now this is a super strong dark rose fragrance, and when I first got it I absolutely loved it, and to be honest I still really enjoy the smell of it. But I've got other fragrances in this sort of style that I would always pick up over this one now, but this is like a really dark gothic mysterious type of rose fragrance. I think it's just super strong. It's got that sort of Montale DNA, which it smells quite artificial, and it's just not one that I go to now, but I do really like the smell of it. I think it smells pretty good. It's just I never reach for it now. And this one, honestly, the length of time that this lasts on your skin is absolutely unreal. This is one that actually needs scrubbed off your skin. So if you like sort of dark, mysterious, gothic style rose fragrances, this one would be really good for you, but unfortunately I'm not using it as much as I'd like to. The next one is one that's very new to my collection. I don't love it as much as I thought I would love it, and it was quite a disappointment to me. I think I said like in the video when I had got it that it wasn't anything what I was expecting. It's Dolce & Gabbana Femme. I've still got it boxed because I've just like sprayed it a few times to try it, and it's just not for me. The reason why I picked it up is because people were saying like if I liked Killian Love Don't Be Shy and stuff that I would love this one, and I just don't. It is like a sort of fluffy marshmallow type of fragrance, but for me, now don't give us hate for this, but for me this smells quite generic to me. There's something about it that I just don't get on with. And as I always say, not every fragrance is going to suit your taste or style, and this one just isn't for me. I would always go towards like Killian Love Don't Be Shy, Giorgio Armani Sea Fury, and fragrances like that instead of this one. So unfortunately this one didn't work for me, and this is getting decluttered. Another one that's been really hyped quite recently, and I liked it when I first got it. I thought it smelled really good, but since I bought it I've just not reached for it at all, and that's the reason I'm getting rid of it. It's Cacharel and it's Yes I Am. It's in this fun lipstick type of bottle, and I can see why people like this one. It's quite girly, it's flirty, it's got that lovely caramel note, it's quite comforting in a way, but for me I just haven't reached for it at all, so I'm gonna give this one a new home. One that I've really gone off is YSL Manifesto. Now for some reason this doesn't smell on my skin like it does out of the bottle. My skin turns it to this weird plasticky sort of smell. Now, I would say this is like a green vanilla fragrance, and I used to really like the smell of it, but now every time I smell it, now I don't know if this is since I had COVID, because a few of my fragrances that I had and loved, I went off after I had COVID. My nose definitely changed a little bit. I went off Delina by Perfume Declutter, and that was a fragrance that I used to absolutely love. I can't wear Delina, and I can't wear Delina exclusive. It just is really cloying for me. Now, the same thing has happened with this one, and it just smells like really, really green on my skin and really plasticky to my nose anyway. And I'm just not getting on with it at all. And as you can see, I've got nearly a full bottle here. So this needs to go to a better home, because I know so many people that absolutely adore this fragrance. So yeah, YSL Manifesto has to go. The next one is Stella McCartney Pop. Now, I got this because I heard that it smelled like Barbie dolls, and I wanted all those 90s vibes. And to me, I sort of get that sort of doll's head vibe from it slightly. I can see where people are coming from. And I actually really like the smell of this one. I think it smells really, really good. It's quite girly. It's not too heavy, it's light, but when I say light, it's very, very light, and for me, it doesn't last on my skin at all. I wish it did, because I really actually enjoy the smell of it, but it just doesn't last at all. And for me, it's too light. No one can smell it around you, and I do like for people to be able to smell my fragrance. I really do. I don't like really close skin scents. Maybe if I'm sitting at home and I'm just wanting to wear a nice fragrance like for myself, I would go for like skin scents and stuff. But generally, I like to make an entrance with my fragrance. I just love a good, bold statement fragrance, and this is definitely not that. So I'm getting rid of this one. One that is a bold statement fragrance is a fragrance that, again, I've spoke about quite a lot on my channel, and I do like this fragrance. It's just I never ever reach for it. It's Alien Musk Mysterious. Now this one is a super bold, musky version of Alien. I think that this one smells quite masculine. It could definitely be worn by a man or woman, but I don't know what it is, but I just don't seem to reach for it anymore. I used to really, really like it because it is that bold type of fragrance. It lasts on your skin really, really well. But my tastes have changed. My collection has really expanded, and fragrances that I used to love and used to reach for quite a bit, I just don't seem to reach for anymore. So I suppose everything does change. You get new favourites into your collection, and I suppose it makes some other fragrances redundant, and that's sort of what happened with this one. Now the bottle is still pretty much full because, as I said, this lasts so well on the skin. If you want a fragrance that's going to last the full day and really make a statement, this is a great fragrance for that. But for me, it's just not working anymore. So yeah, Alien Musk Mysterious. The next one is a total classic of a fragrance. It's Guerlain Jicky, and this is the EDP. Now, when I first got this, I quite liked it. I liked how different and unique it is. To me, it smells a little bit of like aniseed, and it's got a fresh uplifting vibe, but yet it's got a spicy vibe. There's a little bit of animalic notes, and for me the animalic notes in this sort of come and go through the wear time, which I used to really enjoy, but I just don't reach for it, and it's such a shame because I know so many people love this fragrance. And this one's in the beautiful B bottle, which I just think is absolutely stunning, but it never ever gets worn anymore. So yeah, better to get a new home for it where it'll be loved and adored like it should be. So that's Jicky by Guerlain. A very recent buy is the new Dolce & Gabbana Be Delicious. This is the new one. I can't actually remember the name of it. Guava Goddess, this one is. And I just got this not too long ago. This for me, I think, is a little bit too fruity. I'm not massively into like super fruity fragrances, and I would say that this is quite a young girly type of fragrance. If you love super fruity fragrances, something a little bit girly, a little bit flirty, this could be a really good one. And it's fresh and bright, and it's that sort of happy fragrance, but I've just never ever worn it since I got it. I wore it a couple of times and it's just not getting the love, so I'm passing this one on as well. That's DKNY Be Delicious Guava Goddess. One that I do really like the smell of, and I wore so much last summer. It was one of my absolute staples last summer, and probably it's been in all of my summer videos last year because I really enjoyed it and I wore it quite a bit. It's Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. Now, this is a beautiful, happy, uplifting coconut and citrus fragrance, and it does make us like really happy. But what I've noticed this year, I haven't been reaching for like really coconutty fragrances. The only one that I reach for is Creed Virgin Island Water, which you all know I absolutely love. And for me, I would always reach for that one over this. And it's a shame because this is a very popular fragrance, and rightly so. This one like gives us like night times on holidays vibes, like if you had a really classy resort and you're going for maybe like a moonlit meal. It's that sort of vibe. It's very classy, very put together, a beautiful classy summertime fragrance, but I just don't wear it, and I would always reach for Virgin Island Water over this one, so that's why I'm getting rid of this one. And I do feel quite sad because I did love it so much, but it deserves to be worn and not just sitting in the back of a cupboard. So yeah, Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, that one's going. I've got another Guerlain that's going. It's Le Petite Robe Noir, and this is the Eau Fraiche, and this one is, I think, discontinued now. And it is a really nice, bright, uplifting version of Le Petite Robe Noir. It's really beautiful actually, and another one that's such a happy fragrance. but for some reason I never ever reach for this one anymore. I put a little bit of a dent in it because when I first got it I wore it quite a bit, but it's just one of those that I would probably pick up in the summertime if I'm staying in the house or sitting in the garden, something like that. It's just not a massive love for me. So the Petite Robe Noir of Fresh, that one's going. I've got a couple more that I want to get rid of. And this next one I bought, I can't remember if it was the end of last year or maybe like the beginning of this year. Anyway, I got it for an affordable price and it's called Miu Miu Ylang Ylang de Madagascar, and this one is by Van Cleef and Arpels. Now this is a really beautiful, classy, I'd say all year round sort of scent, but it's not what I thought it was going to smell like. And I definitely get quite a bit of the ylang ylang in here. And I'm not a massive fan of that note, which is stupid really. Why did I buy it? Because obviously the name's in the title. But I thought for some reason it was going to be like vanilla-y, and sometimes I like vanilla and ylang ylang mixed, but it hasn't. It's more of a floral, classy, classical fragrance, and it's really nice. It is nice, but I just haven't worn it since I got it. So for that reason, that one's going as well. And the last one is a fragrance I really enjoy the smell of, but it doesn't seem to last on my skin. It doesn't project much. It's quite a skin scent, and I just never ever reach for it. And it's another one that I think's been discontinued. It's Bulgari Omnia. Now this is like a spicy, woody, sort of creamy fragrance. It's quite different, and to me it's like a really comforting sort of fragrance, one that I would wear lounging about the house, or even like on a cold winter's night. I find it like super comforting. But as I say, I don't reach for it. I know that people would like this one, so I'm gonna sell it on or pass it down to someone that I think would absolutely love it. So yeah, that's Bulgari Omnia. So that's it. That's my little declutter. It was a quick one. I'm just showing you what I'm getting rid of. And yeah, it feels good to get rid of some fragrances to make way for new ones that I'm going to absolutely love. As I've said in a few videos lately, I'm really trying to cut back on blind buying, and I'm just trying to like buy fragrances that I've already tested and I know that I absolutely love, and then that cuts down on the decluttering. I really seem to have a problem with clinging on to fragrances that I don't really wear, and that's not good for anyone because the fragrances aren't getting used. They're going to end up going bad, and they should be worn and loved by whoever owns them. So yeah, this is my declutter for today, and I'll be doing like a new in my collection sort of fragrances because I've been getting a few recently that I absolutely adore, and I can't wait to show you. So that'll be coming up in the next few videos, so I hope you all look forward to that. Give us a big thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.